Hi, everyone. Here we are on Friday of another week of each one of us finding our way through this time that often seems filled with hard things, some very hard things. And yet at the same time, we can know we are being carried by love.
Recently, during a conversation, someone summed up the disruption rather well by saying, "This virus threw us all for a loop." It has, hasn't it? It did throw us for a loop, and we also keep learning how to take each day as it comes.
I'm learning to take each day as it comes, someone said recently. They said, I am learning to say, this is where I am right now, and I can't change that. I don't have to know everything today to know that God will take care of us. I want to trust that, and I'm learning to adapt.
It is good for us to ask, what are our hungers at this time? How am I, how are you stepping into each new day? And as your pastors, we ask, what rhythms are sustaining you? And how is our Salford Faith Community helping with that?
In our communal life, there are signs that we are finding ways to step into each new day, to walk with each other and with Jesus as we're listening and learning where we are right now. These signs are visible as our life together flows on, even though the rhythms are new.
This Sunday, in addition to the live streamed worship service, you're invited to join in another in-person worship service beginning at 10 o'clock in the Grove, weather permitting. If you haven't signed up yet, you're still welcome to come. While we're holding open the possibility of one more outdoor service in a couple of weeks, we will also keep an eye on the weather and overall plans for the fall.
Whether we gather virtually or in person, we value every way that we can experience God's presence with us and every way that worship draws us into community, tuning our hearts to God and to each other. Our life together keeps flowing in worship and in learning.
This week, a second mailing of the children's Sunday school curriculum for this quarter went out. Our children continue to study the Beatitudes for Sunday school, and in children's time during this month in worship, they are learning that one fruit of the Spirit is joy.
In a week from now, on Saturday, October 17th, you are invited to a garden workday and harvest celebration of fall abundance and joy. There will be pumpkin painting, snacks, and apple cider, and more. This is especially for families with children, but everyone is invited to join in this workday and celebration, starting at 9:30 on Saturday morning, the 17th. If you can come, it would be great to know there's an RSVP link in the newsletter. If you can't, remember the work and celebration that will be taking place in the garden and feel that joy of that day wherever you are.
A week later, on October 25th, there will be a one-time meeting of Kids Club, where children will be sharing with one another the results of some art projects they've been working on and having a chance to continue the work of Kids Club even in this more remote time.
From the youngest to the oldest, we celebrate and give thanks for life well lived, even as we feel the sadness of loss. Tomorrow at 2 o'clock, you will be able to join a virtual memorial service for Grace Anders as Marvin and family gather to grieve her death and honor her life. And then in Sunday worship, we'll have a time of remembering the life of Hiram Hershey. In these ways, we touch the mystery of life and death, and we remember how each of them has graced this Salford community with their lives. In this time too, we are held in God's love and grace.
Just a quick update from our household. Jerry's recovery from his experience of hospitalization a week ago continues. This week has included some times of anxiousness and uncertainty for us, but we were happy to get a good report from his surgeon today when he saw him this afternoon. And so we believe that recovery is going pretty much as it should. And now we look ahead to quite a number of appointments in these coming weeks with other specialists as we try to understand what brought this all about in the first place. Thank you so much for the ways that your prayer and support have continued to uphold us.
As our lives move on through these days in worship this fall, we're exploring what it means to hold fast to what is good. That encouragement to hold fast comes from Romans 12:9.
And this Sunday, we will linger with Philippians 1:8-11, which calls us to have the compassion of Christ Jesus. It says, so that your love may overflow more and more to help you determine what is best.
This teaching is a true gift in this time.
With each new day, dear friends, may you have the courage to hold fast to what is good.
And may the love of Christ within you overflow more and more to help you determine what is best. Peace to you this day, this weekend, dear ones.